to a girl and a woman in suffering conditions. Girls and women are the beautiful gifts of God, who are almost half of the total population of our country. So by itself, it is very much vital that the courts should extend their respect to a girl and a woman in suffering conditions. Unfortunately, when the girl or a woman in suffering conditions specifically go to a court to seek rightful justice at the earliest possible, but for one reason or the other, there is an inordinate delay in the delivery of justice to her, then obviously the girl or a woman in suffering conditions loses her faith in the judiciary system. Apart from this, an excessive delay in the justice rather builds up bitterness and hatred. That is why it is generally said that justice delayed is justice denied. Just for instance, if justice takes a long time of more than 10 years in a case while moving a case of the girl or a woman victim from the lower court to the high court and thereafter to the Supreme Court, which has unnecessarily caused her lot of costs, tensions, frustrations, uncertainties, anxieties, discouragement, demoralization, humiliation, embarrassment and shame during the long period of more than 10 years' time, coupled with the feeling of almost wasteful life on the earth, when knowing fully well that she will not get back the precious last time of more than 10 years long period during her remaining whole life. So much so, greatly unbearable, many large number of poor litigants even do not see the light of justice during their whole lifetime. As such, for this very reason, thousands and thousands of unfortunate innocent girls and women in suffering conditions do not build up enough courage to file their case of extreme injustice in the appropriate courts of law and helplessly prefer to remain suffering silently throughout their whole life and virtually live in the hell on this earth. Of course, no matter what, justice is best served when it is precisely needed. But what is the sense of it if the justice is given at the wrong time or after the death of the unfortunate litigant? Therefore, the court should try their best to deliver the justice at the earliest so that a girl or a woman or an elderly woman of above 70 years of age in difficult conditions must get the justice promptly. Since justice is always greater, timely justice to an unfortunate girl victim or timely justice to a woman in difficult circumstances or timely justice to an elderly woman of above 70 years of age in troubled condition should always have the nation's priority. So all the courts should earnestly consider the total maximum period of delivering the justice to a girl or a woman or an elderly woman of above 70 years of age in suffering conditions. And that is to say, on the basis of humanity, whole justice to a girl and a woman victim are suffering in difficult circumstances should be delivered within a maximum total period of 7 years, covering from lower court to the ultimate Supreme Court, so as to rightly become the fastest true justice delivery procedure in our country. And if for any reason whole justice of the entire case of a girl or a woman could not be delivered within the total maximum time limit of 7 years period, then her particular case should be categorized as the rarest case in the justice system. More especially, the delivery of justice to an elderly woman of above 70 years of age in distressed circumstances who undoubtedly deserves full respect should be delivered within the total maximum period of 4 years, so that the justice is very much given to an elderly woman litigant of above 70 years during her lifetime, so as to rightly make the fastest true justice delivery procedure in our country. Similarly, if for any reason whatsoever the justice could not be given to an elderly woman of above 70 years of age within the maximum time limit of 4 years period, in that event her particular case should be categorized as the rarest case in the justice system. very sadly and shockingly, millions and millions of cases are pending for justice from a very long period in the country, and eventually all such litigants are extensively suffering for want of justice. In this regard, it must be stated that simply running away from the very highly serious problem of extremely long number of pending cases for true justice and release in the courts continuously, day after day, month after month, year after year, and even after a decade is certainly not the right solution. So by itself, most genuine efforts by all the concerned must be made at every minute of the day to immediately find out the greatly pragmatic solution for completion of exceedingly long number of pending cases for justice in the country, so that every girl victim, every woman victim, and every elderly woman of above 70 years of age litigant in the whole country must get their rightful justice quickly. Most important of all, the maximum authentic attempts must be made to definitely remove all the hurdles, weaknesses, deficiencies, drawbacks, and shortcomings in the judicial system, so that at least good number of pending cases in the courts start reducing every day to become the fastest true justice delivery system in the country. Therefore, our whole judiciary has a very skyrocketing need of complete overhaul, so as to fully ensure that the judicial system in our country should not take excessively too much intolerably lengthy period in delivering the justice to the innocent girl or a woman or an elderly woman of above 70 years of age in suffering conditions. So for this, it is absolutely essential that in our country there must be quite large number of courts, especially for crimes against innocent girls and women. And similarly, there must be excessively more number of courtrooms in all the courts for speedy trials. Also, there must be much larger number of women judges in all the courts and fast trial courts, especially for crimes against innocent girls and women. Further, there must be more number of women lawyers, including more number of highly experienced women lawyers in all the courts and fast track courts. Furthermore, there must be sufficiently more number of lady staff of all levels and positions in all the women courts. Besides, there must not be highly cumbersome judicial procedures in all the courts. Moreover, there must not be fabricated delaying tactics in all the courts of the country. Also, there must not be excessive absence of relevant witnesses in the courts for speedy trials. Likewise, there must be no absence of lawyers without any genuine cause in the courts, and much more relevantly, there must not be too much frequent adjournments in the cases, so that the unfortunate girls and women victims, including elderly women of above 70 years of age victims, must not unnecessarily suffer heavily apart from countless mental tensions, anxieties, frustrations, irritations, and uncertainties for a wastefully very longer period, and even almost face hell or death so as to get justice from the courts. Therefore, our governments fervently following the best respectful vision of always be respectful to a girl and a woman, to devote their whole attention on top priority for providing the largest funds for all the courts, substantial budgets for all the courts, modern infrastructures in all the courts, topmost improvements in technological development, and very highly efficient judicial administration in all the courts, and fast-track courts for crimes against innocent girls and women, including an elderly woman of about 70 years of age in troubled conditions, so as to provide extraordinarily the fastest justice to all the unfortunate litigants in the whole country. Above and beyond, for full respect to an elderly woman of about 70 years of age in troubled conditions, the court should, as far as possible, arrange to provide free pickup and drop facility to the unfortunate elderly woman victim if she requests for the same to the court along with her accompanying daughter or her dearly related woman such as sister etc. on the date of hearing in the court. Further, a good respected elderly woman of about 70 years of age in difficult sufferings, the court should also arrange to provide, if possible, as free a cup of hot tea or a cup of hot milk to such an elderly woman as per her choice in a lady canteen on the date of her hearing in the court. All the courts energetically performing the best respectful vision of always be respectful to a girl and a woman must make all the efforts to give justice to the girl or a woman victim, including elderly woman of above 70 years of age in suffering conditions as soon as possible, but positively within the suggested total maximum time limit period under any circumstance. Much more notably, wholeheartedly practicing the best respectful vision of always be respectful to a girl and a woman by all the boys and men every time shall itself largely reduce the caseloads pertaining to wrongful exploitations, injustices, and crimes against girls and women in all the courts. Furthermore, with the court's dynamic and honorable persuasion of the best respectful vision of always be respectful to a girl and a woman shall also make the girl victim or a woman victim or an elderly woman of above 70 years age in troubled conditions tension-free and anxiety-free so as to lead her dignified life smoothly and thereby become proud of the fastest true justice delivery courts in India. I, with the greatest respect, wholeheartedly salute to every girl and every woman in the whole world.